back with Dr. Brewer, just discussing roots and a whole lot of other things. Had a question that somebody wanted to ask, and it was, how do you think the public will take this? Will there be any changes in perceptions and attitudes? Will people change? It's no secret that Black history has been hidden, and whether that has been on purpose or what have you. But the whole thing, like from Africa, they found out that these people were not worshiping roots, and they weren't worshiping dirt and all this other paganism that people thought they were. They were very intelligent, civilized people worshiping Allah, which one of the major religions, one of the three major religions of our time. The Nation of Islam and what have you. And they were not just savages brought over here. The savages were the slave catchers, more or less. And the whole evolution is something that I think has been conveniently left out of American history. Do you think there will be any changes in perceptions now that this is brought forth in the magnitude that it's been brought forth?
It's very difficult for me to separate my experience with the book from the experience with the TV production because, as I suggested earlier, the book was a revelation to me as a black person in this country. Haley has done an excellent job in pointing out what you just mentioned, the continuity and the beauty of the culture of the people who were torn from their land. Of course, the movie production or TV production does this a little less successfully. And from the article that you read to the people earlier, I would imagine that for those kids who haven't read the book, the TV production is having as big an impact on them as the book had on me. Seemingly somewhat negative in that they haven't been given a true history of their ancestors and are very upset about it. And I think that's to some extent a failure in the school. However, a long-range impact seems to be I guess overestimating the impact of this particular production. I see it as people getting probably temporarily up in arms about it, and when the production is over, things pretty much quieting down, and we're still at the status quo. I don't see policy changes per se coming out of the book. I don't know how school systems, among those school systems that are using this as a teaching device, are going to alter their curriculums or attempt to present black history in a more accurate sense. However, wider range impacts, I'm very reluctant to say anything's going to transpire from it.
To my knowledge, nothing has been done here at Rice, to bring Mr. Haley in or maybe have any readings on that, of course.
And you just mentioned he was in the area.
Yeah, well, he didn't come to Houston. TSU couldn't get him, so I mean, he wasn't.
Passed through.
He passed to Houston?
No, I don't know if he did.
No,
I'm asking you.
No, he didn't get him. TSU was trying to get him, but he came to Texas, went to Austin, went to Kansas City, just like that.
I see.
So he hasn't made his big Texas tour. We can hope that eventually, when he comes to Texas and comes to Houston, there will be an effort on the part of maybe the president's lecture series or history department or something, to get him on the Rice campus, to have some kind of program oriented toward. A lot of colleges are having courses, and they're using roots as one of the readings in their courses and something like that. It seems like something should be done here at Rice, since this is a major institution.
Well, we've discussed the problems with this institution in presenting a cultural perspective that reflects more than one ethnic group. Mm-hmm. And it's particularly difficult when people don't seem to be as sensitive as they should be regarding the importance of black history. And there are no black history courses offered on this campus, are there?
No, well, no. Put it like that. We're talking with Dr. Rose Brewer, who's a professor of sociology here at Rice University.